Unit 1, Introduction.
Good morning, Ms. Anderson. How are you today?
Fine, thanks. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. Please follow me. We'll meet in the conference room.
Okay.
Are you Mr. Thomas?
Yes, I am.
Thank you for coming.
Of course.
Would you like a glass of water or a cup of coffee before we begin?
No, thanks, I'm fine.
All right, then please come with me.
Sure.
Hello, Mrs. Dewey.
Yes.
Could you give me 1 minute? I'll be right with you.
Sure.
Thanks. Okay, thanks for waiting. Please follow me. Please, sit down. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Thanks for being patient. Things are quite busy here right now.
It's no problem. Hello.
Oh, yes, hello. May I help you?
Yes, I'm here to see Mr. Davis about the accounting position.
Right. I'm Mr. Davis. Glad to meet you.
Glad to meet you.
Sit down. Could I have you fill out this application form?
Sure.
Take your time. Just let me know when you're finished.
Okay.
Unit 2, Self-Description.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Joy Brown. I'm 27 years old, and I'm single.
How would you describe your personality?
I'm hardworking, eager to learn. I enjoy working with other people, and I love challenges.
Could you tell me something about yourself?
Yes, my name is Julie Thompson. I'm married. I have 3 kids, 1 son and 2 daughters.
How would you describe yourself?
I like being with people and helping people. I enjoy problem solving and challenging work. And I'm serious about my work, but I also like to have fun.
Tell me a little about yourself.
My name's Annette Johnson, but most people call me Ann. I'm originally from Boston, but I've lived in Seattle for 8 years now.
May I ask how old you are?
I'm 24.
Have you finished your studies?
I graduated from the University of Washington in June, and I hope to find a full-time job now.
Could you describe yourself briefly?
Sure. My name is Andrew Wilson. I'm 30 years old, and I'm single.
Are you originally from Los Angeles?
No, I'm originally from San Francisco. I moved to Los Angeles over 10 years ago as a student.
Describe your personality to me.
Well, I'm a dedicated worker and a people person. I enjoy working as a team. I also like to be in contact with the public.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
Yes, I graduated from Stanford University with a BA in management. After I graduated, I worked in hotel management for 6 years in New York City. And I also enjoy working with PR and customer service.
Do you have any family obligations?
Yes, I'm married with a 2-year-old daughter, and I also help support my parents.
Unit 3, Educational Experience.
Please tell me about your educational background.
I graduated from Cornell University in 1994 with a BA in computer science.
Why did you choose computer science?
Well, ever since I've been young, I've been interested in computers. So when I entered university, I thought that a career in computers would be a good choice.
Have you ever studied outside of the university?
Yes, I've studied on my own, and I took an evening course at a small computer school.
Tell me a little about your educational background.
Sure. I received a bachelor's degree in history from Houston University in 1990. After that, I studied at the University of Texas and received my MBA in 1993.
Why did you choose the University of Texas for your master's degree?
I visited the campus and I met some of the professors and I really liked it.
How will your education help you with this position?
My education has taught me how to work hard and how to succeed. It also taught me a lot about society and the business environment.
Please tell me about your formal education.
Well, I just graduated from Kansas State University 2 months ago with a bachelor's degree in business administration.
How was your experience there?
It was a very good experience for me. I learned a lot. It was challenging and rewarding.
Can you tell me about your education?
Yes, I studied political science at Michigan State University in Lansing for 4 years. I got my bachelor's degree in 1990. For the past 2 years, I've been attending Union Law School on the weekends, but I haven't finished yet.
Do you plan to finish your law degree?
I hope to finish this year.
Tell me about your educational background.
I graduated from Texas Christian University with a bachelor's in accounting. I also minored in business technology.
How has your education helped with your work?
It taught me the basics of accounting and also about business. It taught me how to solve problems and how to work hard.
Unit 4. Previous job experience.
Can you tell me about your previous job experience, please?
Sure. While I studied at university, I worked as an intern at Avery Publishing. I worked in the main office. After I graduated, I worked in the same place full-time. I worked in administration at the main office. I was there for 4 years.
Tell me about your experience there.
As an office intern, I just helped with office support. When I became full-time, I was an administration assistant. I helped my boss with her projects.
How did you like the company?
Oh, I liked the company very much. The people were very nice, and we all worked together very well.
Please tell me about your previous job experience.
Yes. Well, I've been a secretary for 10 years now. I first started in 1991 with Johnson & Johnson. I worked with them for 6 years. I left when I got married and we moved to Denver. Then I worked with United Parcel Services for 4 years.
Has your experience been good?
Yes. Yes, I've learned a lot about management and developed my job skills.
Could you please describe your previous job experience?
Yes, I graduated from university in 1990 and started working for Sanwa Bank. I've been with Sanwa Bank up until now.
Why are you leaving?
I'm looking for a job with more responsibility and flexibility.
I see. Were you ever promoted?
Yes, twice.
And how would you describe your experience there?
It was a good experience. The people were great, the benefits were good, but I'm still looking for better prospects.
Please tell me about your previous work experience.
Well, I've been working in sales and marketing for 3 years now. The first company that I worked for, MediaWare, went out of business after I was there just 1 year. I then went to work for Universal Systems for 2 years and have just been laid off.
Can you tell me about your past work history, please?
Yes. While I was studying at university, I volunteered at my local hospital. After I graduated, I worked at St. Andrew's Hospital for about 3 years as a nurse. After that, I worked in hospital administration with the Red Cross, and I've been there until now.
Unit 5. Special skills.
Do you have any special skills that would help you do this job?
Yes, I'm pretty good with computers. I've used Microsoft Office a lot, and I know how to troubleshoot problems.
How fast can you type?
I can type about 60 words a minute.
Any other skills that would help you?
Well, I speak fluent Mandarin Chinese, and I can read and write it fairly well.
Do you have any other skills that might help you on this job?
Yes, I have secretarial experience. I can answer phone calls, use a computer, type 60 words a minute, and speak French and Japanese. I also have good organizational skills.
How about doing PR?
I also have experience with PR. When I worked in admissions at Carleton College, I dealt with the public daily.
What skills do you have that would help you on this job?
I have computer experience. I can use Microsoft NT, Word, and Excel. I speak some Japanese, and I'm good at sales and networking as well.
What special skills do you have for this job?
I have good organizational skills. I worked as head office administrator for a while. I had to organize the staff and the office layout.
Do you have any computer skills?
I'm familiar with Microsoft Office, and I've worked with Windows NT.
Do you speak any other languages?
I can speak German and some Russian.
Do you have any special job skills that would help you do your job?
Well, I have many contacts in the communications sector from my previous job. I also have knowledge of Japanese culture and language. I used to live in Tokyo.
How are your research skills?
Pretty good. I did a lot of research when I was at the university, and I also did a lot of research on the internet at my previous job.
Unit 6, The Ideal Job.
Could you describe your ideal job?
Yes, my ideal job would be challenging, but secure.
Tell me more. Why challenging?
Well, I'd like to improve my secretarial skills, and I'd like to be interested in my work.
What kind of hours are you looking for?
I'm looking for full-time work. I can work weekends, but I'd like to have evenings off.
What's your ideal job?
I would like to be a full-time computer programmer. I prefer working with a team, but I also enjoy working individually.
What kind of hours would you prefer?
I'm flexible, but I prefer to have the weekends off.
Would you be willing to work one day during the weekend?
Yes, that would be fine.
Could you describe your ideal job?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'd like to work in a challenging job in marketing. I would like to work for an international financial company. I'd enjoy doing some travel and meeting new people.
And what kind of hours would you like?
I'd like regular daytime hours on weekdays and Saturday hours once in a while.
What kind of job is ideal for you?
My ideal job would be working as an office manager at an international school. I prefer to work at a place where I can use my French and English skills. I would like to work steady hours without having to travel too much.
What would be your ideal job?
I would be a PR representative for a major international airline. I'd love to travel around the world and meet all kinds of people.
Unit 7, Describe your greatest strengths and weaknesses.
What is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength is persistence. I work really hard and I don't give up easily.
Can you give me an example?
Yes, when I was a student, I had problems with a physics class. I didn't give up though. I got a tutor and studied really hard. Finally, I passed the class with an A.
Do you have any examples at work?
Yes, when I was manager at Charter Insurance, we had a very important quota deadline. I wouldn't stop working till we met the quota. I talked to the staff and we all worked really hard to meet the deadline.
What about your greatest weakness?
My greatest weakness would be that I'm not trained in accounting. I can still learn though.
How would you describe your greatest strength?
I think my greatest strength is my dependability. You can depend on me to be on time. You can depend on me to get my work finished on time. And you can depend on me to be professional.
And what about your greatest weakness?
This could be my experience. I've only worked full-time for 2 years now. I think I need more experience.
What's your greatest strength?
I think my greatest strength is my creativity. Sometimes my boss would ask my advice on a project because of my creativity.
Can you give me an example?
Yes. Once my boss was quite upset because we weren't filling our monthly quotas. He asked my advice and I told him some advertising ideas. We tried them and soon our monthly quota was filled.
Very good. Now can you please tell me about your greatest weakness?
My greatest weakness would probably be my educational background. I studied music, but I'm working in business now.
Can you tell me what your greatest strength is?
I think it's my quick thinking and decision making. There have been many times when I've been under pressure and made the right decisions.
How about your greatest weakness?
Probably my computer skills. I know a little bit, but I need to learn a lot more.
What's your greatest strength as a manager?
It's my ability to understand and encourage people. I enjoy working with different kinds of people from all kinds of backgrounds.
What about your greatest weakness?
Now I think this is my experience. I'm still young and gaining experience in management.
Unit 8. Interests and free time.
What are some of your personal interests outside of work?
Well, I really enjoy gardening. It helps me relax. I also enjoy learning foreign languages.
What foreign languages have you studied?
Currently, I'm studying Chinese and Japanese. In the past, I've studied German as well.
Can you tell me about some of your hobbies or personal interests?
Well, I'm usually very busy taking care of my children and doing housework. But when I do have free time, I like to read and listen to music.
Please tell me about your interests outside of work.
I love learning about computers. Sometimes I do programming work for my friends when I have free time.
What do you do to relax or to have fun?
I like listening to music and I enjoy playing basketball.
What are some things that you do in your free time?
Well, I love cooking. I've taken several classes on cooking. I also like to play tennis. Whenever I can, I play tennis with my friends.
What are some of your hobbies or personal interests?
I enjoy reading and playing the guitar. I also enjoy surfing the internet and swimming.
Unit 9. Reasons for leaving a previous job.
Why did you leave your previous job?
My company was downsizing because of the economy, so I was laid off. Other people had been there for over 10 years, and I had only been there for 2, so I was laid off first.
What are the reasons for leaving your last job?
They cut my hours. I wanted to work full-time, but they only wanted part-time workers.
Why are you looking for another job?
There is no growth potential at my current job. I would like to work for a company that has more room to grow.
Could you tell me why you've decided to leave your current job?
Well, there are problems inside the company. Some of the managers do not agree with the company policies.
Can you be more specific?
Yes, the company does not want to allow foreign investment and management, but some of us disagree.
Why did you resign from your previous position?
My company was opening branches in other parts of the country. My boss told me I had to transfer. I couldn't move, so I had to resign. Unit 10. Handling pressure.
How do you handle pressure?
I work very well with pressure. I prepare for it before it comes.
Can you give me an example?
When I worked at Citibank, we had many deadlines to meet. I never waited until the last minute to do my work. I always finished it ahead of time.
How do you deal with the public?
I try to treat my customers with respect and patience.
How do you handle stressful situations?
Well, I try to stay as calm as possible. When I'm with a customer, I like to be respectful and responsible.
Can you give me an example from your personal experience?
Yes, when I was working with Universal Systems as a secretary, a customer came in and he was very angry about his bill. So I spoke calmly and told him to relax. Once he calmed down, we talked about the problem and solved it. He walked away happy, and so was I.
How do you deal with stressful situations at work?
I've had many stressful situations at work. I always try to stay patient. Whenever I'm feeling stressed, I breathe deeply to calm down.
Is there anything else that you do?
I try to talk to people to tell them how I feel. If I'm having a problem with a customer, I try to talk politely. If I have some other kind of stress at work, I talk to my coworkers or my boss to tell them how I feel. That usually helps.
How do you work under pressure?
Oh, I'm pretty good with pressure.
Can you give me an example?
Yes. As an accountant, I have to meet monthly deadlines. This can make my work very stressful. But I've learned that working hard and staying calm always allows me to meet these deadlines.
How do you handle stressful situations?
I handle them professionally and patiently. I have had experience with stressful situations at work. I always try to prepare myself before the stressful situations happen. Then if they happen, I can handle them without any trouble.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. If there are two phones ringing and a customer waiting to be helped, I ask the customer if they can wait for a minute. Then I answer the phones and put them on hold. Next, I try to help the customer quickly and politely. Lastly, I'll take the phone calls.
Unit 11. Other questions.
Are you able to travel?
Yes, I enjoy traveling.
Are you willing to relocate?
Yes, I am.
Would you be able to travel?
Sure. I don't mind traveling.
What about relocating? Would you be able to relocate?
Relocating would be difficult. You see, I have a family with 3 children. I guess I could relocate, but it would not be easy.
Are you able to work weekends?
Well, I can work Saturdays, but not Sundays.
Are you able to work odd hours?
I prefer to work in the daytime, but I don't mind doing some odd hours.
Are you considering any other jobs?
Yes, I've applied to several other positions and I'm considering them as well.
We may not be able to let you know about this position until next week. Are you still interested?
Yes, I'm still very interested.
Okay, we'll be in touch by next week then.
Oh, okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. What are your salary requirements?
I'm looking for at least $30,000.
This position starts at $35,000. Is this okay?
Yes, that would be fine. Are there opportunities for advancement?
Yes, you are evaluated for raises and bonuses every year.
Unit 12. Why do you want this job?
Why do you want to work for us?
When I saw the job advertisement, I became very interested. I have friends who are customers here. They said that they like doing business here as well. I also feel that I'm qualified for the job.
Why should we hire you?
Because I have experience and a strong desire to succeed.
Why do you want to work here?
Because this company has a good reputation.
Why should we hire you?
But I think I have the right personality and skills, and I also have experience and motivation.
Why do you want this job?
Because I know I can do this job well.
Why should we hire you?
Because of my drive and commitment.
Can you tell me why you want this job?
Well, the description sounded very interesting, and I think I can succeed at it.
Why should we choose you for this job?
I'm a very committed worker, and I love challenges like this.
Why do you want to work here?
I want the challenge of working at a large international firm.
Why should we hire you over another person?
Because I am qualified and because I have the will to succeed.
Unit 13. Do you have any questions?
Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, what is the starting salary?
The starting salary is $35,000 a year plus benefits.
And what are the hours of the job?
Well, the office opens at 7 a.m. Most people usually take a 1-hour lunch break around noon and then leave about 4 p.m. But the office doesn't close until 6 p.m., so you can stay later if you'd like. Do you have any questions?
May I ask what the specific responsibilities for this position are?
Sure. You'll be expected to be in the office during office hours, which is from 8 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. You'll also be expected to answer incoming telephone calls and to help walk-in customers. You'll also be expected to work with typing, filing, and some data entry.
Can you tell me about the history of the company?
The history? Sure. We started our company in 1980, and we began in New York. But we moved here in 1990. Since then, we've opened in 10 states across the eastern U.S. Would you like to ask me any questions?
What kind of person are you looking for?
Well, we're looking for a responsible person who can handle pressure. Someone with experience and training is good, but not necessary.
Do you offer any kind of educational or training programs for employees?
Yes, we offer free computer training for full-time employees, and there's also some on-the-job training at the beginning. So, do you have any questions?
Yes. What is the focus of this company?
The focus of our company is to provide the best service to our customers in this industry.
And what's the starting salary?
The starting annual salary is $26,000. We also provide health insurance for our employees.
Okay, and do you have a dress code?
Yes, only business attire. Slacks, skirts, or long dresses for women. No t-shirts or shorts. Sandals are all right, but they must have a strap on the heel. Do you have any questions to ask me?
Yes. Is this a new position?
No, actually it's not. The last person was transferred to a branch in Canada. We needed to fill this position immediately.
In which countries does this company operate?
We have operations in the US and Canada, but we also have partners in Europe who do business in Germany and the UK.
Might I be asked to travel or relocate?
It's possible, but not likely.
And can you describe the corporate culture in this company?
Sure. Most of our employees are from the United States, but we do have some people working here from Australia, Canada, and the UK. Most of us are young, but we have people working here who have been here for over 10 years. We're very hard-working people, but we like to have fun. Sometimes we get together on the weekends informally.
Unit 14. Getting a job offer.
I'd like to offer you the job. Are you still interested?
Yes, I am. When can I start?
How is Monday?
That would be good.
Okay, then I'll see you Monday at 8 a.m.
Okay, I'll see you then.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Are you still interested in the job?
Yes, I am.
Good. When can you start?
Well, I have to give notice at my present job first. I'll be able to start in 2 weeks' time.
Oh, sounds good. So you can start on Monday the 20th then?
Sure, I'll see you then.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Please remember to bring your ID card and passport. We need them to make copies for our records.
Sure, no problem. I'll see you on the 20th.
Okay then. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Mr. Smith, I'd like to offer you the job. Are you still interested?
Yes, I am.
Great. Could you start tomorrow?
Tomorrow is fine.
Okay, why don't you come at 9 o'clock? We'll give you a tour and have you fill out some paperwork.
Sure.
Please bring a list of references and 2 passport photos.
Okay, I'll see you then.
Okay. Well, I've talked with the others and we've decided to offer you the job. Would you like to work for us?
Yes, I'm ready to start as soon as possible.
Great. We'd like you to be here at 7 o'clock on the morning of the 3rd of next month.
Okay, I'll see you then.
Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Oh yes, where can I park my car?
Oh, that's a good question. You can park your car downstairs in the parking lot for free.
Okay, I'll see you on the 3rd.
Okay, see you then.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
I'd like to offer you the position. Do you still want it?
Thank you, but I've accepted another job already.
Oh, well that's okay. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's your job? What's your job? I'm a student. I'm a student. What do you do? Or what do you do for a living? I'm an English teacher. I'm an English teacher. Number 3, what's your father's job? What's your father's job? Or what does your father do? What does your father do? And then you say, he's a construction worker. He's a construction worker. Number 4, are you a chef? Are you a chef? Yes, that's right. Or no, I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer. Is your sister a nurse? Is your sister a nurse? Remember sis. Sister. Yes, she is. No, she's a chef. No, she's a chef. What job would you like to do? Or what job do you want to do? Or you can add the word in the future. What job do you want to do in the future? Or what job would you like to do in the future? I would like to become an architect. Or I want to become an architect. Remember, this is the vowel letter, so we have to use an. And remember, before the consonant letter, we use a, okay? Before a job, we have to use a or an. I would like to become an architect. I want to become an architect. Do you want to be a locksmith? Do you like to be a locksmith? Yeah, that's an interesting job. If you like it, you say, that's an interesting job. Sorry, that's an interesting job. Or if you don't like it, you say, no, I'm not into it. I'm not into it. That means I don't like it. You can say I don't like it or I'm not into it. Okay? Would you like to? Do you want to become a locksmith? Yeah, that's an interesting job. Or no, I'm not into it. Number 3 is, remember S, this is Z. And this is Y. And when we link Z and Y together, we say J. Is your job interesting? Is your job interesting? Oh, remember this word interest. Don't say interest, okay? Usually we say interest, interesting. Yeah, I meet lots of interesting people. Yeah, you can add anything that you like about your job, and then I can suggest here, I meet lots of interesting people. or not really, and then you can ask the reason why you don't like it. I have to work long hours every day. I have to work long hours every day. Or you can say that I have to stand all day, I have to sit all day, I have to do the same thing every day. It's so boring, okay? Is your job interesting? Yeah, I meet lots of interesting people. Not really. I have to work long hours every day. How long have you been working as a pilot? As a pilot. That means that you are a pilot, and how long have you been working in that job? So, how long have you been working as a pilot? How long have you been working as a pilot? I have been doing this job for 5 years, or since 2014. For maybe like for sometimes, for particular times, like for the amount of time, maybe like 5 years, 2 weeks, a month, or maybe 5 months. So you can say for 5 years. And since, and then you need, like a particular time, like 2014 or last summer or April. Okay, so since 2014. I have been doing this job for 5 years. I have been doing this job since 2014. Or you can say 2014, okay? Do you like the people you work with? That means, do you like your colleagues? Do you like your co-worker? Do you like the people you work with? Yes, of course, if it is true. Yes, of course, they are interesting. Interest, remember, don't say interest or interest, okay? Interest, interesting. Of course, yes, of course, they are interesting. Not really, not rare, okay? Rare. Not really, they are not very friendly. If you don't like them, you can say, not really, they are not very friendly, or they are not really helpful. Okay? They are not very friendly. What do you like about your job? What do you like about your job? I have chances to visit lots of countries every year.